Hello Aries, welcome back. Excuse me. Welcome to your weekly. This is for June 2nd through June 8th. However, whenever the messages resonate for you is when they resonate. This could be past, present, or future energy, or a mixture of all three. So it's gonna resonate differently for different groups of you. So just take the parts that are for you and leave what is not. Don't try to force anything to fit for your situation. The energy and the time is fluid here. So the masculine and feminine energies are possessing each of us. So don't pay too much attention to the gender. You can flip-flop the energy. However, don't just try to make anything fit. If you know it's not for you, if it doesn't feel right, doesn't feel like it's for you, it's not for you. Check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on with the planets. Mercury is in Gemini during this time. Venus is in Taurus until June 8th, and then it will move into Gemini as well. Mars is in Leo. No, Mars is, I think it's still in Gemini. I need to correct my notes. I don't know what I be thinking about sometimes. Anyway, Uranus is in Taurus. Neptune is in Pisces, and it retrogrades June 20th. Jupiter's retrograde in Sagittarius, Saturn is retrograde in Capricorn, Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn, and Chiron is in Aries. It retrogrades on June 8th. Chiron is going to represent and symbolize your deepest wounds, your seed of spirituality, transformation, and also the alchemist in your life, or your alchemistic nature. Chiron represents spirituality and a little bit of our higher self. Let me look at my book real quick. Deep wounds, spirituality, and healing. Absolutely. So I feel like childhood wounds, deep childhood traumas, deep wounds that we've had for a very, very long time. We're going to be dealing with the root cause of these things. And there's going to be some deep self-realization, some deep healing and resolution, resolve taking place in all of our lives individually and probably with each other as well. And these readings have been really, really deep too. So I do have to warn you, this may be one as well. But we'll also want to deal with these things quickly and efficiently. We'll want to take care of these things with Chiron being retrograde. So that is a good thing, but it's going to be super, super transformative and karmic, and there's going to be major awakenings, major rebirth across the board for all zodiac signs because of what's going on in the atmosphere. Jupiter's retrograde still, Saturn's retrograde, Pluto's retrograde. Pluto's about rebirth, transformation. Saturn is about karma, past life karma. And Jupiter is about, talent, skills, abilities, areas of overindulgence, patterns of behaviors, excessive behaviors. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. This is a relationship spread. The left side is you, Aries. The right side is your person. It can flip-flop. So the right side can be you. The left side can be your person. This can be the relationship you have with yourself. And you can take over the whole reading and be both sides. We're going to look at the relationship situation in the middle, the overall theme of the reading. At the top, your mental space, your emotional space, and the behavior between you and your person. We're also going to look at advice for you and the likely outcome and pull some oracle cards. Keep in mind, we all have masculine and feminine energy. Again, also check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. If you take personal readings and donations, the information is linked below. Let's get 2 more shuffles for Aries, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. That's 1. Also, my social media information is below, so connect with me on Instagram. All of the information that I learn about astrology, cosmology, personality types, and any other thing that I'm interested in or learning or do. I'm very artistic as well. You can follow me on Instagram to see that, as well as Facebook. Overall theme of the reading, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Not wanting to offer love, not wanting to apologize. I get a sense of stubbornness, but I also get a sense of timidness from this Knight of Cups. Let me look at my notes real quick. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Aquarius or Pisces specifically. This particular knight is a knight who would otherwise be expressing their emotions. In the reverse, this person probably is doing so in a immature way. They're probably talented but unrealistic. They could be a little bit lazy. They could be expecting things to fall into place. They could be expecting someone to go out of their way for them. This is someone who's all talk, no action. This could be someone who offers empty promises, who talks a really good game, but they fail to follow through. This is also issues with commitment and intimacy. I think this person really wants to explore it, but they're still afraid and they still are undeveloped and possibly a little bit immature, timid for some reason. So maybe something, I don't know, some of them, maybe something happened to them as a child or something, and that's why, like something bad, like they were mistreated or abused, like sexually abused or something like that. That's the vibe that I get from that, unfortunately. And that could be why, and that makes complete sense. But for some others of you, I feel like this person is just afraid of commitment, afraid of intimacy for one reason or another, whether it's that deep or not, or that traumatic or not. And trauma comes in different flavors, different layers. Everything's on a spectrum. So whether it's, that being cheated on could be traumatic, extremely traumatic for someone. So you know what I'm saying? It just comes in different layers. Different people are affected by things differently, and they have different tolerations and levels of pain. So for different groups of you, this is going to be, so something hurt this person and it's causing them to lack, to lack confidence with commitment or intimacy. And they have these deep emotions, but they are having trouble expressing them for whatever reason. It's like they nut up when they get the opportunity. They freeze up. They get nervous or something. Excuse me. You could be dealing with the water sign. This is Pisces energy here. The relationship situation involves abandoning a relationship, walking away from something. I did hear walking away too soon. Maybe somebody feels like somebody's walking away too soon or giving up too soon. It's about emotionally withdrawing from something. This is also about leaving things that are not fulfilling, leaving things that are not fulfilling, departing from things that are not fulfilling, and also emotionally withdrawing from something. Maybe this person isn't offering you love, so you're walking away. It's like you've been patient long enough and you can't wait for this person to get their nerve up and you can't figure out why, or maybe they won't tell you why. Whatever the situation is between you two, this person isn't giving love, and I think somebody's like fed up with it. Like, okay, well, if you're not going to give me any love, then this is not fulfilling for me. This is not emotionally fulfilling. I have to withdraw and walk away. That's what it feels like so far. We'll continue to dig. Mentally, on your mental space, Aries, I don't think you are seeing the growth opportunity in this relationship. Sorry, the sun just decided to come out, and now can't see my cards. Let's see if I can adjust my lighting. And the sun gets brighter. Great. Anywho, that's perfect. The sun card came up as I flipped over the sun. I mean, the sun is coming up as I flipped over the sun card. And it is like truly getting brighter and brighter and brighter. I'm not doing anything to my light. Like, this is my remote. I'm not touching it. I'm not adjusting the sun. Anyway, this is, I think you see that, so you're thinking that success is delayed. It's like your shine has been diminished a little bit. Your happiness, vitality has been slightly diminished. And I feel like you're kind of starting to lose hope in this person. Maybe you're thinking about walking away. Maybe you haven't actually walked away yet. Maybe you're beginning to emotionally withdraw, preparing to depart from this situation because it's not giving you. This person's not offering you anything, any intimacy, any commitment. But it's like a half success, half failure. Things are not quite right in order. It's not all bad, but it's like there are glitches. It's like maybe this person starts to open up and then they shut down. And it's like it gives you a little bit of hope. It's like you see the potential, but it's not happening. I don't want to say like you're rushing it. It's not happening in a way that's fast enough for you. It's not. It's like maybe you're seeing a pattern and you're noticing that maybe this person will never completely open up to you. And you're thinking about walking away. Yeah. You're a little bit sad. I think emotionally you fear losing this relationship. I don't think you want to walk away, but I think a part of you is thinking like, I may have to because, what other choice do I have? I think you're just kind of I think there isn't an actual loss here. I think this is just a fear of loss. I think you're afraid of having to walk away from this person, having to leave these 3 cups behind. Not only these 3 cups, but it's like you leaving 8 cups behind over here. It's like you don't want to have to leave all of this behind, but it's like you're thinking about it. You definitely think about it, and look, you thinking about it, these cups, and then you end up leaving 8 cups behind. You're just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm out. All right, so that's your emotional space, your behavior. This is Scorpio energy as well. You could be dealing with the Scorpio. Is this Scorpio? Let me double check. Yep, Scorpio, Leo energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Another water card, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So we got emotions all over this reading. You're feeling drained from this situation. You appear to be needing replenishment. I think you need to withdraw, perhaps just for a moment. You need to withdraw. You're feeling a little bit drained because I think you feel like you're giving and giving and giving, and this person is not giving back to you, and that is causing you to feel drained. Like you need some love too. This does represent relationship problems or disappointments. And it's like a new relationship. It's a relationship. It could be pretty new, pretty fresh. And it had a lot of promise. It has so much potential. It's like, oh, I was thinking this was so much different from what it is. And you're so disappointed here that it's not what you thought it was. And you're thinking about walking away. Yikes. Let's look at your person's mental. All right. This person, I think, is a little bit bitter. They could be having some emotional wounds that they're holding on to, but I think they're holding it in their mental space and with their ego. They're cold, distant, stubborn. Oh, goodness. Could be dealing with a Virgo or Libra, specifically Libra. Yeah, specifically Libra with this card, but it could also be Aquarius or Gemini with the air energy. This person is unreasonable in behavior. They don't deal with stress well. They could have been cheated on a lot, and they could accuse you of certain things that you aren't actually doing, or they could just be really insecure, something like that. And they could also just be bitter, just bitter because of past hurt, because of anything. They could be bitter, and it could come out in their communication and the way they think. And you're just thinking like, I don't know if I can deal with this. Like, I don't know if I want to deal with this. That's how I feel you feel about this. Like, I really like this person, but you have a lot of love for this person, or maybe it's a family member or something like that, and it's just like, I don't think I gotta walk away from this, because I don't feel like this is a permanent walking away. It's just like, I need a break. I can't do this right now. It could be a family member. For a lot of you, it very well could be a family member, but it can also be a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend, a husband, wife, or friend, or any relationship. Emotionally, I think this person is trying to be independent, and how can I say this? They want to be self-sufficient emotionally, but they're not. And I think they really think that this energy is it. They think this is the way. They think they're doing it. They think this is being strong and secure, but really it's not. It's being bitter, and it's being hurt, and it's coming out, and they're not giving any love because they're still insecure and they're still shut down. So I think they view themselves as emotionally secure and independent, but they aren't. This is Virgo energy. This does represent prosperity, enjoying success, living with ease, treating yourself to luxuries. This person could have an emotional spending habit. This person could be really practical when it comes to their emotions. And what I mean by that is they act on what makes sense. They don't feel their emotions. They think through their emotions. And that's not a very healthy, you could be dealing with an air sign. It's not a very healthy way to deal with your emotions, because the ego uses logic, the soul uses feelings and emotions, and they're not meant to. There's meant to be balance. You can't use one to control the other, and vice versa, if that makes sense. So I feel like that's what this person is trying to do, and they feel like they're secure. Could also be Capricorn or Taurus, Earth energy, but specifically Virgo. But These both are Virgo too. So this is someone who could definitely have Virgo in their chart. This is Libra and Virgo. Anyway. Yeah, I think this person appears to be self-sufficient and independent emotionally, or they try to be, or they want to be, or they think they are, but they're not. They could also be like an emotional spender. They appear to be, their behavior involves, actually, hold on, let me go back to this. Their emotions probably are really stable, just imbalanced. Like they're not fluctuating, but there is some type of imbalance here. This person may not be, it may not be apparent to them. They may have some subconscious defense mechanisms that they do and patterns that they do of bitterness and not giving love or withholding love or making empty promises that they don't even realize that they do. Some of these people don't even know, they don't even realize they're doing this, is what I get from this. Anyway, this person appears to be having some internal struggle going on and mastering oneself. This is Leo energy. This could also be one or both of you feeling like there could have been arguments or testing circumstances or conflict of some sort, power struggles, feeling like you need to stand your ground, like you can't, your voice can't be heard. And you sitting here like, it's like sitting here hitting each other with sticks. You can't be heard. You feel like you need to stand your ground. It could also represent competition. You could be feeling like you're competing with someone or something. Emotionally, this person could also want to stay single. That's what I get from this too. This person could want to stay single emotionally because they are so bitter and they're so hurt. It's like they want to receive your love, but they don't want to give it. They just want to stay single. That's what, yeah. Okay, I see what's happening here. And I feel like there's some competition of some sort. There's some type of conflict here. It could be internal. It could be a power struggle within, or it could be between you two. But it's like you both have very strong opinions. This person is really strong-minded. One of you could have Leo in your chart because we have Leo energy twice here. You both have strong opinions, so this person appears to be probably very passionately stubborn about their ways and their stance on how they are, and I think that's why you're so disappointed and you feel drained. Possibly you tried to talk to this person and tell them about how you feel about their actions or their ways or whatever, and you couldn't get through to them, so now you're just thinking about walking away, leaving the cups behind and just moving on. 2 more shuffles. Let's clarify the whole spread for Aries. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Overall theme of the reading, clarifying the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the 7 of Wands. Standing your ground. Definitely standing your ground. Definitely represents strength and endurance. Standing up for yourself or someone else. It is a card of like advocacy, more Mars energy. More Leo energy. It does represent standing up for yourself. It represents a struggle. I feel like there is a struggle. You both are standing up for yourself because you want to receive this person's love, and this person really does. They want to give it, but they really don't want to give it at the same time. You're both standing up for yourselves, and I think you're probably, whoever this person is, whoever's the person that's not withholding love, you're probably trying to convince this person or trying to make them understand, like, when you give love, you will receive love. Like, I want you to give it because I'm going to give it back to you. You know, like, it's going to be equal. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. It's going to work out for you. It's going to work out for both of us. And it's like you are standing up for yourself and them. It's like, because I want to receive your love, but I also want to give it back to you. So it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying? and you are probably trying to sustain your effort here very passionately. You feel very passionately about the situation, about this person, but this person is really stubborn too. Okay, so we got the Eight of Pentacles and the Sun card. I think you are realizing that the energy, effort, and time that you've put into this is probably not getting you the gains that you thought it would. It's not paying off how you wanted it to, because Eight of Pentacles it is about long-term vision. I think you've planted some seeds here. You've been working at it for a little while, and it's not really, the crops are not growing the way you thought they would, or you didn't plant the right seeds or something. It's like something's not right about the seeds that you've sown, and you're realizing that it's not all bad, but it's not as successful as I intended for it to be. And that's what's on your mental space. And your heart space, we have the King of Swords with the Five of Cups. Yeah, I think you are trying to use judgment and strategy when it comes to your emotions, because you know that it's foolish to continue to plant seeds in bad soil. And I think that's what the Eight of Pentacles is representing. It's like you're starting to see the recognition that you're getting for the work that you've put in, and a little bit of it feels like this is not quite what I wanted it. With the Sun card, it's like, okay, yeah, I got something, but this is not quite the reward that I wanted. It's like if you play the lottery for $1 million and you win for 1,000. It's like, okay, that's great, that's cool, that's still pretty cool, but you know, that's not what I was going for. That's just the best example that I can give you right now. But anyway, you're trying to make a smart decision about where to put your emotions, because or how to deal with your emotions, and in a way that's smart, that protects you, because you know what you want, and you know that it doesn't make sense to continue to plant seeds in bad soil if it's not producing what you want it to. So you're thinking about, you know, the situation here. You could be resisting really walking away from this with the Death card in the reverse. This is Scorpio energy, more more water, more cups, technically. Water cups, water energy. Cups with the Eight of Cups, Scorpio here, Pisces. Anyway, the Death card being in reverse means that there's a transformation, a rebirth trying to take place, but it's being resisted. There could be some anger or some irritability associated with it, with resisting, with it could be a little bit, somebody could just be straight up lazy. I think this person, this Knight of Cups person, is definitely lazy. They could be the person that's resisting their own transformation, but this could also be you feeling stagnant and feeling bored within the connection. Feeling like there's a need for change, unable to move on for some reason though. This person is unable to walk away from their inability to give love, and you're unable to walk away from them because you love them. And it's halting this transformation from taking place between you two. It's halting this new beginning from forming. There's a change trying to take place, but somebody's having a difficulty letting go or processing it, and it's very challenging, and it's just like this person is really stubborn, and it's like you just think, I need to walk away. And to be honest, it looks like you need to walk away for this transformation to take place. It's just what it looks like. All right, we have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of love, there's an opportunity. There was an opportunity here for the birth or the start of something brand new and fresh and beautiful and passionate and very loving. However, it's on pause. There's not a success happening right now. With the Ace of Wands, this could represent bad news. It could represent delays, misunderstandings, again, disappointments. We got a lot of disappointment on the board. Disappointment. It's like, oh man, you were so, like, you had such great potential, and it's like, I put so much work in. Maybe that's why you put so much work or effort into this situation or into this person, and that's why it's so hard for you to walk away, possibly, because you do still see the opportunity to turn this around. This could be problems communicating. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in energy with the wands, of course. Could also be delays in communication or travel. Or just like relationship problems could also be fertility problems. You really don't want to walk away from this person, but it's like you need to make a smart decision for yourself at the same time. This person is really resisting their emotions. We have the Tower card in the reverse, in their mental space with the Queen of Swords. So along with some bitterness, extreme bitterness, something happened, something was life-changing, something, there was some extreme change in their life. It could have been unexpected thoughts or emotions that have come up and spark this bitterness. It could be the Scorpio full moon that just passed. Again, it could be something from deep childhood, something that they blocked out of their mind that they thought they forgot about. It's going to resonate differently for different groups of you. But with the Tower being in reverse, there is bitterness, there's blame, there's resistance. Your feelings are hurt. Some traumatic change has taken place in your life, and rather than accepting it, you're trying to figure out who to blame, and you're very bitter about it, and you're unhappy, you're angry, uncomfortable, clinging to outmoded values. It's creating some vitality within yourself, within your mental space, within the way you communicate. And this person is losing hope, and they're gonna walk there. I think they are eventually gonna walk away. If you stay, if you let this fester, it will germinate and grow, and you know, this person's not gonna put up with this shit, especially if this is the Aries on this side. Aries are gonna burn the fuck out on you, whoever you are, cross watcher. Let me adjust my lighting now since the sun has gone down. So, or it's being blocked by clouds. Anywho, this is a situation where you feel imprisoned by something. It could be a way of thinking that's restricting you. There's something that took place that it probably wasn't necessarily your fault that you're feeling this way, cross watcher, whoever your person is, Aries, whoever this is, or if this is you, Aries. Whatever took place in your life, it was very traumatic, and you're very bitter about it, but it wasn't your fault. Whatever took place, I feel like someone was molested or abused as a child or raped or something like that, and they may not even talk about it. They may not talk about it because there are problems communicated about, or maybe you know about it, but they don't ever tell you any details about it because they haven't healed from it, and they're still really bitter, and it's keeping them from being able to give love and to thrive in love relationships or in their love life, because they refuse to deal with their emotions properly. They're holding on to some bitterness and some blame. They could be blaming themselves. They could be feeling bitter towards themselves, feeling like they put themselves in whatever situation they were in to be hurt this deeply. But this person is very, very, very hurt and very bitter, and they may need some professional counseling or something. That's really the vibe that I get from this. This is, wow, heavy. Yeah, they're definitely having some internal struggles. We have the Five of Wands again. You could be dealing with someone who has Leo in their chart. Emotionally, yeah, they think that they're secure. I think they probably think that they're fooling people, or they just want to be single by themselves, because they're having internal struggles. They're trying to master themselves. This is their emotions are unable to be heard or felt. So there's a conflict of emotions within this person, and they may be appearing really, really poised, but I think this person is going crazy inside. Like, they could be like, I don't want to say like suicidal or something, but they could be like really mentally unstable because the vibe that I get from this is like they're holding it all together, but you know, some of the most depressed people can have some of the most light and beautiful personalities and be the happiest people, the most secure, stable seeming people, and mentally this person is going through it, and we can't see what's in their mind. We can't see this internal struggle that's taking place. Like, all of this is happening inside of this person. This is what we see, but this is what's going on the inside. That's deep. That's deep. This person has a lot going on emotionally that they're not dealing with. Then we have the King of Wands. I feel like with the people close to them, if this is someone in your family, this person may be appearing to be very happy, but they're impulsive. They may have a drinking problem or a drug problem. They have a very violent temper. I feel like this is the person who, when they drink, they get drunk, and then the internal struggles become external. We get to see a little glimpse of what's really going on. It's like Jekyll and Clyde. Is that right? Hyde, Clyde, whatever. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Shit. I can't think straight. I'm in y'all energy, and I don't want to get out right now. But this is all about self-expression. The King of Wands. This person is very passionate. This is Cancer and Leo energy. More Leo energy. Lots of Leo energy. Check your Leo. Check where, if you have Leo in your chart anywhere. If it's not in your, for one of your planets, it's in one of your houses, I'm sure. So check that. This is the clash between the mind and the intuition. Inability to express opinions and ideas clearly. Also, an overbearing manager, colleague, or parent. Yeah, if this is a parent, if this is somebody in your family, if this person represents someone external to you, this could be your abuser, and this could be your behavior changes around this person. So if you don't know who this person is, or if you're external to, like, okay, Aries, if this is you on this side and this is your person, and you notice that they act differently, or their temper changes, or they get really violently upset, or something, you notice that their mood changes, their whole vibe changes around a certain particular person, family or not, or somebody that they've known for a long time, then pay attention to that. That could be the person who is responsible for this traumatic shit that they're going through. And yeah, this is heavy. Let's go ahead and get your advice. 3 shuffles and 3 cards of advice for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is going to be a long video. All right. Six of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and the Strength card in the reverse. All right. Let's see what's going on. More Leo energy with the Strength card. The 6 of Wands, I believe, is about leaving the familiar behind. Let me double check, because I could be wrong. All right. Triumph and victory achieved. Get the, hold on. Get your recognized, desired recognition. Fine-tune your pathway to success. So, you both need to, and I think you're doing that, Aries, if this is you, because you have the King of Swords with the 5 of Cups right here. I think you're thinking about, like, okay, I want success. This is okay, but this is not what I want. I may need to readjust my route here, or readjust the seeds that I'm sowing, readjust your approach. And I think you already know that, Aries. So your person, the cross watcher, this also goes for you though, because if you want to be able to be in a happy situation where you can give love, you are going to have to deal with these deep wounds and deep emotions. And Chiron going retrograde is definitely going to make you deal with that. So during this particular week, some of this could be, there could be some sparks in your life that are igniting something that cause you to begin, that initiate this healing process for you. By the end of the week, Chiron goes Aries. Chiron is in Aries and goes retrograde. So that will be sparking possibly this Tower moment. Something is going to happen that's going to spark one thing. It's going to be a domino effect. That first domino is going to fall, and it's going to spark this healing process for you. And however quickly it goes is going to determine how you want to, how quickly, or how, calm down, Sean, how determined you are to deal with this and heal from this, and to get to your successful, happy ending. How bad do you want it? You have to readjust your route. You have to know that the way you've been doing things is not going to get you what you want. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing the same way and expecting different results. So you're just going to have to come to grips with that, and your healing process is going to start taking place here. I feel like this will move quickly, and that's why it's my notes that I wrote down say that, we'll want to deal with these things quickly and efficiently, possibly because Chiron is an Aries, a fire sign. All right, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Let's look at that. All right. The patience and kindness required to grow and sustain a life of value and beauty. So yeah, you're going to have to be patient with yourself. The Seven of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So Aries, I don't think you're going to have a problem being patient. You may have an issue like readjusting your patience because you've already put so much work into and effort into this one particular situation. But, you know, once you readjust your path, you're going to have to be patient again because you start all over. You're sowing new seeds. So you just have to be patient with yourself and be patient with your journey as well as you, cross watcher. All right, we have the Strength card in reverse. You're feeling weak, like a failure. The darkness surrounds you. Insurmountable problems. Release and change your intense feelings. This is definitely this person over here. If this is you, Aries, you have to release these feelings of bitterness. You have to, when these feelings come up to the surface, you have to deal with them. You have to allow yourself to feel them. You have to purge. And then you have to replace that dark hole that's empty within you with love. You have to refill it with love. You have to replenish yourself. You can't go around feeling drained. You can't give anything from an empty cup. You can't provide for yourself from an empty cup. So you have to release these emotions. Because you will not be able to receive love as long as all of this negative shit is taking up all of this space. You have to empty that shit so that this person can give you the love that they've been wanting to give. If it's not this person, you know, if this situation doesn't work out, then your next person. But I feel like there is a lot of love here. There's a lot of love and passion between you two and in this connection. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's someone in your family. Someone who's just in your family and they're really hard to deal with, but you love them a lot and you just want them to deal with their shit. And you may not even know what their shit is. You just know they got some shit they need to deal with. 3 shuffles and 3 cards of advice. And I don't mean to be sarcastic. It's just that I'm really blunt. Sorry. But I know this is heavy. This is really heavy. All right. All right, the likely outcome. I don't know if I asked for advice or likely outcome. I just kind of went blank. I do that. So we have the 4 of Wands. I think this is Leo energy again. Is it? It's Aries, Venus in Aries. Okay. This is my settle down card. This is about foundation alignment, rest, harmony, prosperity, work completed, freedom, settling down in a relationship, in a community, in a job, in a creative endeavor or project, moving into a new home, recently getting married. This is like my honeymoon card, or wanting to get married, wanting to settle down. I think eventually there is going to be some alignment taking place. First of a lot of reasons, this is a twin flame card. I do get soulmate energy from this. I feel like you, Aries, are probably a very important person in this person's life to spark this healing process. You play a big role in their healing process, whether you know it or not. There's a lot of fire on their side too, so they could be a fire sign too. You could be dealing with the Leo. We have the Devil card here, so this does represent Capricorn energy. Obsession, addiction, restriction, unhealthy patterns, control, Capricorn energy, Saturn's retrograde in Capricorn. So for me, this has been representing a little bit of Saturn and karmic situations. I think this person may still end up being, I don't know, I think some type of alignment is going to take place. This unhealthy restriction may end up still being present within this person. It could also represent materialism, an imbalanced mind, abuse with money, power, sex, drugs. Somebody could be coping with drugs or something like that. Can reveal a love triangle as well. It's an unhealthy or unsatisfying relationship. It involves lust and balanced relationships. But here we have alignment and balance, and then this is imbalanced relationships. This could be obsession. I got to know more about this Devil card. Then we have the lack of focus, lack of energy. Somebody's still drained. Somebody's still lacking focus, lacking energy. This could be cheating. Somebody could be cheating. I don't know. It's like if some of you may be married and this person is cheating. Somebody could be cheating. Some of you are in a committed relationship and they have another situation, an unhealthy relationship, or something. They're being restricted, or I don't know. Some of you could be like this soulmate energy could be between two people who are having an affair, and the person is married to someone that is abusive or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, because this feels like they're in an unhealthy connection and it's causing them to lack focus. They're unable to follow through. They lack commitment. This could be cheating, conning, false appearances, being misled or misinformed, creative blocks, delays in plans or travel, inability to grow. Something is being stunted, like growth is being stunted by this connection, by this obsession. Whatever this obsession represents, whatever this unhealthy connection, addiction, money, power, sex, drugs. I did say somebody could be abusing drugs or something. I did get that energy from the King of Wands. I feel like I'm tapping into so many different energies. Whatever this is, it's causing a lack of focus. For some of you, you could be married, and this maybe not somebody cheating on you, but it's some type of third party, like a substance abuse or an unhealthy pattern, or maybe this person replaces their bitterness with something else that's not healthy. They find some other coping mechanism, and it's like, no, it's like you just picked up a sword for a gun. It's like, no, it's still a weapon. The key is to stop fighting, you know. Whatever this is, it's causing some restriction, it's causing some lack of focus, and it's causing delays. So keep that in mind. This is a Mercury energy, Gemini or Virgo. So we have more Virgo energy, Capricorn. Let's get some romance angels. This is long. One more shuffle. Okay, one more, because I don't like that. All right. Sorry about the background noise. Any messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter during this reading regarding this spread? Any messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? All right. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Someone in your life. For some of you, I think this is a parent. Remember, I said this could be a family member. Your person acts different around. This could be a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, somebody older in your family, a distant relative, like a friend of the family, like your play uncle, your play aunt, somebody like that, a cousin, an older cousin, anybody. Whoever that is, this person is healing family issues, or at least there's a need to. It's gonna happen eventually, regardless. It's inevitable. You know, I feel like it's inevitable. Playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I think that's how you heal. You address your inner child and you give your inner child love, and you use playfulness. And this is also flirting. So when this person feels a little uptight or bitter, maybe try flirting with them and just try to lighten their mood a little bit. Maybe you do that. Maybe this person just needs to try flirting back or something like that. Use your playfulness to recapture the romance and let your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Like, you should have fun in all aspects of your life, not just your romantic life. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I think this is just about just being truthful, being bare, letting your guard down, and just communicating whatever it is you're going through and whatever it is you're feeling, just being honest and being secure enough to be able to do so. As you heal through this, I think you will get to a place where you will be able to talk about your traumas in a much more comfortable way. But you won't feel restricted by it any longer. 2 more shuffles. Let's get some divine energy. Oracle guidance. Have faith just popped out. Definitely need to have faith that the things that you want to receive are attainable. It would not be placed in your heart if you couldn't have it. Any messages for Aries based on this spread? Any messages for Aries? Any messages for Aries based on this spread? All right, I think that's good. So we have faith, be decisive, be clear about what you want, and be sure when you make your mind up, don't try to teeter-totter and go back and forth, because you confuse the universe and you delay your own progress. You delay your manifestation when you change your mind about what you want. It's like the universe goes back to the drawing board, and it's like you were almost there. Now you got to start over because you changed your mind. Grieve your losses. Yes. Release this bitterness. Whatever it is you feel like you no longer have, you have to grieve this. You have to feel it. Even you, Aries, if you're walking away. And I feel like you're kind of already grieving your losses, whether you walked away yet or not. It's like you're mourning this walking away before it happens. Because there's a fear of loss. But if this is something that you end up having to walk away from, grieve your losses, process your emotions clearly before you move on to the next phase of your life, because you don't want to take any emotional baggage into the next phase of your life that you don't need. Only take learned lessons, don't take emotional baggage. Become a clear channel. When you release all of this fogginess, all of this muggy energy, this smoke and soot from the disaster, I feel like I see the tower here, and it's like all the smoke. You have to allow the tower to fall. It's like you keep trying to hold up a faulty building, a faulty foundation. Let the tower fall, let the smoke clear and the dust settle, so that you can be clear and see what was wrong, see what can be done better in the future. You can become a clear channel for your intuition. When you release all of these negative emotions of bitterness and anger that are clouding your judgment and clouding your mental space, you can hear your intuition better. You can become a clear channel. Do what you love. By doing what you love, being in your playful childlike spirit, that allows you to heal more effortlessly. And then doing what you love, getting in touch with your inner child, you get in touch with your higher self, and you are then able to therefore hear your higher self better and be a clear channel. So they definitely go hand in hand. So that was hella long. This is like a freaking movie. That's your reading, Aries. I hope you can appreciate that, and I hope it resonates with you. This is very deep, but best of luck to you and your person dealing with this, and please seek professional help if you are dealing with something traumatic, like you've been abused, molested, raped, or suicidal, something of that nature. Please reach out to someone you trust. I don't want to say reach out to a suicide hotline. If that is comfortable for you, by all means do so, but I understand why people don't do that. Find someone you trust. You can talk to me. You can email me. Like, I will listen to you. I'm an empath. I can empathize with anyone. So reach out to someone. Reach out to someone you can trust, who's unbiased and possibly a third party, an outsider. Who's unbiased. Reach out to someone. You have to release this bitterness, whatever it is you're feeling, whatever it is that you've been through, that you're holding on to. It's keeping you from your fullest potential. It is restricting you, for sure. It's keeping you from being the most magical alchemist you could be, and this is the alchemist, the magician. So Chiron retrograde, I think, is going to be very powerful for your person, Aries, or if this is you, Aries. A lot of these readings, I feel like, have been cross-watcher readings, so please, by all means, check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Connect with me on Instagram, Instantgo, and Facebook. Listen to my podcast, and what else? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye, Aries.